Alright, so I've been doing a lot of VOD reviews on like pro matches and just like breaking it down. The one that people have wanted me to do the most is Yeah We Lost versus TLC, where Yeah We Lost won. So Yeah We Lost wanted to ban out Speedily. So they banned Ultron and Daredevil first, because those are Speedily's two best characters. Those are his two highest priority characters. So Citadel decided to protect Gambit because they value the Gambit over the Elsa. So they banned Rogue because Rogue Gambit is just super good. And then they banned the Loki because Loki Gambit is also super good. So Citadel gave them, or Yeah We Lost gave them Gambit and Elsa, the two best characters that are like usually the first banned, right? And then Citadel just did a pretty standard draft, like Gambit, Mantis, Daredevil, and then Strange is a little interesting. I think that's because this team likes to like brawl a lot and run in really fast. TP is also really good. So this is like a weird last ban from Citadel. I think it's more targeted towards the team. But okay. So we're just gonna we're not gonna watch personal POVs a lot. I'm just gonna kind of like move around like this and break the game down. But so Citadel is playing, they're not even playing the Elsa to start the game, by the way. They're playing Bucky over Elsa, and they're just playing a double team up Jeff with Mantis comp and Gambit. And then Yeah We Lost is just playing, you know, Yeah We Lost shit. I don't know why Jitward's on Phoenix. I've never seen that. But basically, the goal of Citadel is Spark wants to stall cart, and everything else wants to play together as a core and just like sustain. So Jeff has the Deadpool team up and the Venom team up. Gambit is just like super good heals, good mobility, and then they have Mantis to like buff the Bucky so that they can actually do damage to force things out. So this is the core, and then Spark's whole goal is just to like stall cart. Yeah, we lost going for a hit, and they just fucking explode. Mantis insta dead. Even through the double team up. Whoops. And so they kill one, and they're just forced back. Spark was stalling the cart the whole time, so cart hasn't gone anywhere. But Citadel like insta lose the fight off of that hit. But because Spark was on the cart the whole time, it hasn't moved anywhere. And then Yeah We Lost keep pushing hard. They get staggers. It's good from them. Alright, so now Citadel goes Elsa, because they're like, wait, Elsa's fucking broken. The music is copyright. Good comms. I muted it. Or I stopped it. Good comms. Thank you for that. So last time I didn't do that, my girlfriend was not happy with me. What's up, you goofy? GG, bro. Okay, back to this. Okay. So now Citadel has to push back out through Yeah We Lost hold and their setup. So they're walking out slowly. They know the Venom's here. They walk out with Gambit ult because it just makes it so much easier to break through these chokes. So they Gambit ult, they rip it, and they just run them down. Venom chomps in the backline to try to kill the Mantis because Venom can solo kill 250 with Tendril and ult. And then everyone else just runs away while they're running in with the Gambit ult. So he doesn't kill the Mantis because, I mean, she has jump boost, speed boost, everything. It's hard to actually get the combo off. And then everything else is just trying to live. So they use the Deadpool ult to like flip the fight because the Gambit ult just ended. So now it's Yeah We Lost there walking forward. And then it's the same thing with the Jeff ult. They Jeff ult to like flip it back. Jitward died and Cooper died. I don't know why my... Hold on. I don't know why the kill feed doesn't show up. The kill feed doesn't show up like when I do these VODs. And I don't know why. I don't know. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. Okay, but the fight is even. We're looking for Jeff ult right now. Citadel's looking for Jeff ult. So their whole Citadel plays around the cart really well. They play around the objective well. And Yeah We Lost just like runs it down and looks for kills. And then if they win the fight, they win the fight. So the main dive target of Yeah We Lost is this Mantis because she's immobile and she's squishy. So Speedily is going to get bullied a lot on Mantis. He already has 2 deaths. Like, he was the first one to die that first fight. He just blew up. It's super hard for Mantis to be able to live with these. But they value the damage boost in the Elsa a lot. So that's why they're still, like, trying to play it. So now they're down. They put Spark on the cart to keep stalling, and then the rest of them back out, play life, and, like, reset. Spark gets out. He stalled the cart a long time. It's really good. It gives them time to walk back from spawn to get another fight in. Cart's trying to do some poke. And then they decide to go in with Fox ult and try to like soft hit. It doesn't look like it was communicated super well because the rest of the team wasn't there to follow up, so he has to kite out. Energy goes with the Elsa ults. Kills the Venom. Spark ults to live, but there's no one near him that he can chomp, so he dies. And then they just sit there menacingly with the Phoenix ult to try to make it hard for YWL to walk in. And they kill 3 with that Phoenix ult. It's huge. Spark is going to try to TP back, which means Polly's probably going to try to touch cart from this side. He's going in, he gets touch, get back with TP. And Zatex kills everything with Elsa ult. Elsa ult, when people are coming out of TP, is so strong, because they're all funneled into like one tiny space. It just makes it so easy to blow things up. Alright, so again, YWL does not care about the payload at all. They're going to put one person on cart, and everyone else is going to walk up and set up. So the way that YWL plays, like they take the whole map and they just surround the other team, and they try to like squeeze them. So they want to collapse on Citadel from like every side and just make it so hard for them to live that there's like nowhere they can kite, nowhere they can play, and they just squeeze them like a balloon until it pops. So the best way to counter what they do is to send everything not main, but in either this left lane or in this right lane. And you just like, you force your way through one of those, you clear that lane, and you play through that lane. Because that way you're not surrounded. You're still going to be getting hit from like the front of that lane and the side of that lane, but that's only 2, and that's better than being hit from the front of the lane, the left of the lane, and the right of the lane. So it just makes it a little bit easier to deal with. But we're kind of playing slow, waiting for Spark to get back. Spark is going to go try to stop cart again, and that's exactly what they do here. They see these people in the right lane, and they're like, okay, we can collapse on these people, we can blow up this right lane before they have a chance to hit. So 4 people just run at this right lane, they kill the Deadpool and the Fox, and that's really good. So now, they're clearing the back line, they killed the Elsa that was behind, and now they're going to walk up to cart and try to stop it. So now they stop cart, they're going to look for Jitward, see if they can get the stagger. They do. Really good stagger. Alright. So now, YWL doesn't have the setup that they had before, where they were on this lane, and they want to squeeze them here. Now they have to walk out of spawn through the hit, and that makes it way harder to do what they want to do and like set up their game plan. If you see, there's 3 people on this left, so they're still trying to do the same thing. They're still trying to surround them and like go from different lanes. But it's way harder when you're trying to do it from out of spawn. And like, this map surface over here is way better for what they want to do than this map surface over here. So this benefits Citadel a lot. So they're just poking, kind of in like a slow neutral fight. Spark is trying to mark these 2 people. They're going to try to flank behind, and again, they're going to squeeze. They're going to try to pop them like a balloon here. They go with Gambit ult. Citadel goes with Gambit ult. They're just trying to run down the people in core before these people in the back can set up how they want to. Citadel's whole plan is to take this fight 6v4 with Gambit ult. And if they kill these 4 people up here, these people back here aren't a problem anymore. Because, like, what are these 2 people going to do on their own to, like, wipe the 6 people at Citadel, right? They can't. So they take a fast ult with Gambit ult, or fast fight with Gambit ult. They clean it up. Alright. And now these 2 people see Energy alone, because Energy was, like, back here. Xantho wrapped around from the left side. So now Energy has to back up, play safe. But now they come out of this left side again, and they re-hit, and they try to clear all these people out. Fox TP'd into backline. Jitward comes back, runs it down on Spider-Man. Jitward classic. And then yeah, it's just kind of like people everywhere, which makes it hard to deal with if you don't have a coordinated team. But Citadel is very coordinated, very good team. So they're able to like live the chaos and kind of find the picks and clean it up. Alright, it's going to be the same thing as last fight. Same game plan for both teams. Except Jitward's on Spider-Man now instead of Phoenix. So Cooper's going to chase Spider-Man. These people are setting up from the left side. These people are setting up on the right. And they find Cooper with a dive. They find energy. Speed of the ults. Spark tries to combo. Nero ults to try to like combo and kill through with them. Doesn't really work. And then I think YWL kind of overcommits this ult here. Like they've already won the fight. It's a 3v6 at this point. I don't think they really needed that else ult. So that's kind of a win for Citadel getting that ult out. And then they're just gonna walk up, try to get these staggers. See that again, they don't even have anyone on cart. YWL does not give a fuck about the cart. They're just walking up, going for kills. Energy hits a big ult here. This is a really good ult. Pulls 2 people into spawn. Now that they only have 4 people, and they know one's on cart now, there's only 3 people to hold this, which means that it's way easier for Citadel to like walk out of this choke and take this base. So they try to go for a hit to like find a pick, because they're already down 2, so they need to do something early. But this is just never gonna work. Like they don't have enough damage to ever kill through what Citadel has here. So they needed to make a play, but it was like this was never gonna work. So they go with Fox ult. They're still trying to stuff them in here and not let them out. So he's Fox ulting to try to like push them back. Jitward goes in to try to hit their back line, but Cooper counters with Gambit ult, and now they're able to like run forward. But it was a little like it was uncoordinated. Energy died, Spark Chief died, and so now they're still stuck in here. So somehow, YWL lost, turning this from a 3v6 into a winning position. It was 3 people up here. It was the Fox, the Jeff, and the tank pool. All of Citadel was in this room. And they went in with tank pool ult. They stalled it. They went in with Fox ult. They stalled it. And then somehow, 2 people on Citadel die. Spark and Energy both die. And look at this. 5 people from YWL are here. 4 people from Citadel are here. And they're still stuck in this room. So YWL completely, like, they played super well right here. They were down numbers, they committed ults, and they got them locked in this room. So that is like the biggest win possible for YWL. And now this next fight, they have numbers advantage. Their spawn is close, so Citadel will be back fast. But now the card is here, whereas before, remember, it was all the way over here with 0 people pushing on it. But YWL just kept running it down, holding them in this room, stopping them, picking fast characters, getting back, going with ults. YWL just kept them in this room. No matter what, no matter who dies, no matter how many ults it takes, they kept them in this room. And now the payload's here, it's about to get capped, and Citadel's still in this room. They still have to break out. So they're going to try to do that here. But Venom and Spider-Man and Jeff are all sitting here to like stop them from walking out. So they go in, they're going for a hit with Jeff ult, they're trying to make it hard to walk out. The map gets kind of flipped. Because, so Zatex tries to push too aggressively from this side. He just needs to sit here and stop Energy from like walking out from this side. But he commits a little too hard, Energy wins this 1v1. And now because he's not here, and they have nothing to pressure over here, Citadel is able to just walk out from here super easily. The tanks are able to walk out from here because their Elsa is dead. They have no damage anymore to stop them from walking out here. So Citadel just walks out for free because they kind of fucked up at the last second. And so now the map is flipped. Now there's 2 tanks in here. Now YWL is the one stuck in this room. And it looks like Citadel is the team that's attacking, right? So the map just got flipped. Xantho just tries to live with his Jeff ult. And now there's 2 tanks in the back line, but it's not really that big of a deal. Citadel just needs to find a spot that they can like sit and be safe. YWL is going to go for a hit. We force out the Fox ults. Polyo extends a little bit, it dies. Trades with Jitward. But I mean, that's Jitward's whole game plan, right? Run it down, get a kill, come back fast. Back with the loss this map is criminal. That's exactly why I'm watching it. Alright. So YWL has Elsa ult and Venom ult. Citadel has Venom ult and Psylocke ult. Psylocke Venom is a way better combo than Psylocke Elsa, but Elsa ult is just a super strong ult. So if and it's also hard for Citadel to actually hit a combo with their ults because Yabi Lost's comp wants to play super split. It's very hard to actually find something to hit with both your ults. So I think I would give the ult advantage to Yabi Lost. So they're gonna run it down, slam in, and then they just get a big chomp, and also the kill 2. And Citadel hadn't gone with ults yet. So yeah, we lost, just went with their ults first. Also, why is this happening with the Psylocke ult? Speed is ulting right now, but it looks like he's just walking around in the replay. Whatever. So yeah, we lost, just went before Citadel. And that's a really important thing in like coordinated team play. Even in ranked, usually the team that goes first with their ults is the team that's gonna win. Because they have the better tempo, like it's way better to go first than it is to go second with ults. Alright, so again, yeah, we lost, walking way up. They don't give a shit about the cart. They're sitting up here. This is the space that they want to control. They don't want to let Citadel have this. Tempo is everything in this game? Exactly. Tempo is super important, and that's honestly, that's why Yabi Lost is third in Ignite. That's why they got third. Because they just run it down, but it means they have permanent like tempo. So if you're not able to play around that, they roll you over. Okay, so they're still fighting for this top right. Jitward runs it down. Jitward classic. But Citadel doesn't really have space, right? Spark is on the cart, trying to stall it. But everything else is kind of stuck in this main, and they're surrounded. Still by this people on top right. They're not pressuring them yet, so it's okay. And then they just find picks. Yeah, so Citadel was in like a worse spot here. Jitward kind of ran it, and then these people weren't able to apply any pressure at all from up here. So that just lets Citadel walk forward, and then they kill the Jeff and they kill the Elsa. And now there's nothing holding them, so now they just reconnect with Spark on cart. So yeah, they just clean it up really well. Alright. Citadel has a lot of ults. Yeah, Lex is coming up on a couple. Okay, so Yabi Lost is going to try to do the thing I talked about earlier. Developing the map, like walking around the side lanes and trying to squeeze Citadel. That's what their Elsa's doing right now, walking along this left side. But they have a lot of people main, which is not very good for them. Venom hits backline. Alright, so now they're surrounded, right? Spider-Man is over here. He just pulled and killed the Jeff. They have 2 people on their backline, and then there's 3 people hitting from the front. So now Citadel's surrounded, and especially because they got that first kill on the Jeff, they have numbers advantage, so it's going to be really hard for Citadel to kite this well. Cooper kites really well. He gets a Gambit ult off, and because of the Gambit ult, now the tempo is flipped. So now Citadel's the one going on the offensive. Go up and down with Q and E. I did not know that. Good comps. Alright, so now Citadel's the one on the offensive with the Gambit ult. SageTech's kind of fucking farms Cooper. That was big. And then Jitward, classic, gets back fast, gets 1, dies. But Yalos has cart, and they have really close spawn advantage, so Citadel can't really win this fight. They're gonna try, but they're kind of just playing for time here. So yeah, they're all back. They get the Fox sold out, which is good. And now we're just in like ult slot fight. So it's just ults everywhere. Everyone's pressing the Q button. Yeah, everyone's just dying. Alright, so what ults were used that fight? From Yeah We Lost, they used everything. From Citadel, they used everything. Okay, 12 ults. I'm not going to try to break down all of that, because that would break my brain. 12 ults, people use their ults. Yeah We Lost comes out on top. Good job. Alright, so again, Yavi Lost is setting up really early. They're surrounding them. They want to squeeze them, and like they want to hit their backline, like basically right here, here, around there. No, we didn't gambit our side. You gambited early. I guess that was technically the fight before. Whatever. Yeah, so Jitward goes for pull off map, doesn't work. Now cart slams in, mask pops up. This is a really weak hit. This hit of like Spider-Man going for a pull off the map, Venom, and Deadpool is never going to be able to kill triple support and like Deadpool with damage reduction aura. Is Liquid Citadel the best team right now? I think so. Yeah, so this is a really weak hit. This just kind of stalls for time, but it doesn't do anything at all because Spark Chief is sitting on the cart also stalling for time. So now Citadel is able to walk up a little bit. Looking for picks. They kill the Spider-Man. Venom slams in the backline, trying to make space. And then the Fox on this off angle finds Cooper with the Elsa doing damage from main. Fox is so good on off angles, man. Fox is so good. And then Zatex tries to find the kill. He ends up getting it, but he dies in the process. Spark is 1 HP, has to run back. Energy is going to get staggered here. Jitward kills him. Polly's stuck alone on left side. Mask is going to call, like, kill Polly. He gets out, he gets carried by Gambit. Jitward gets slept. And he dies. Alright, so now it is Gambit ult, almost have Mantis ult, versus just Jeff. So we go with Gambit. We hit 4 people with it. We just run them down. We kill the Elsa, we kill the Fox. Jeff puddles on point to try to like help his team live. And then where is the Jeff at? Where did he ult? I have no idea where Xantho ulted, but he didn't try to go for a kill with it, he just tried to reposition. Alright. Not bad, right? Not bad. Pretty decent from both teams. Citadel does a really good job at like hitting the lanes that YWL tries to walk through and like not letting them get surrounded, and even if they do get surrounded, they are able to like push them back really well and they don't explode on the hit.
Including which side you're on.
Okay, so now YWL is playing the same comp and Citadel has gone for a more front to back comp, which means instead of the Venom, Spark is on Groot. So Venom wants to go to the back. He wants to like hit the supports, stall the cart, whatever. Now on the Groot, he wants to sit on the cart and try to kill anything that touches with walls and like just controlling the space around the payload. Which isn't very good into YWL's comp. Because Groot is very good at holding down one angle. Like one lane. He's good at fighting the front lane. That's what Groot is really good at. But YWL doesn't really give a fuck about the front lane. They want to hit from the side lanes. That's their whole philosophy. Is they want to hit from these side lanes and like blow stuff up. So the Groot isn't really good right here. Too much yap, just meow for us. Okay, man. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so they find Mantis from this left lane, but then Jitward runs it down, he dies. And then Zatex gets picked off while he's trying to like connect with Jitward for a hit. Doesn't really work out. So even though they found the first pick, they still lost the fight. Alright. What's the plan now? They're still going to try to surround them. They're playing this top side. And then Citadel is still just trying to like fully play around the payload and control the space around the payload with Deadpool and Groot. So Energy is trying to like lock this space behind them. He kills the Fox. He forces the Spider-Man out. Still looking behind. So in this lane, this is good because Energy is able to hold behind them. And Spark is able to hold in front of them. So they're holding like the 2 main lanes that they're going to come from. And that's like Energy pushes it, gets a kill, so they can't come from this back lane. Elsa, by the way, is the best DPS in the game at holding lanes and like contesting lanes, locking space. Because she fucking does so much damage. And she has infinite shields. She's the best character in the game at it, 100%. Or the best DPS, at least. Best DPS. Okay. So, YWL goes for a hit. They lose their Jeff. They go for Deadpool ults on Energy. They kill Energy with Jitward. Jitward dies. Doesn't matter. He's back in 4 seconds. Okay, so now Citadel goes for Deadpool ult. YWL just fully kite. They killed energy. That's their only real damage. Citadel still finds a kill on the Deadpool. Cart goes for a soft hit on Cart to like try to bait out some cooldowns, stall a bit. And then because they don't have their damage, because Citadel is down energy, this Elsa is able to just run in from behind and just one-shot speed. Like, legit nothing speed could have done there at all. He just exploded. So the Venom's low, they kill him, they kill the Fox. Jetward's back, Jetward's dead. Elsa's dead. And they just clean up. And they cap the point. Honestly, really well played. What the hell? What did I just press? Really well played from Citadel on first point. I like that. It's very good. And they clean up the jet behind them. That's also important. Alright. So now, Jetward is on Phoenix, off of Spider-Man. He's going to fight for this top left. He can't really hold it unless he has like a support with him. So Xantho's sitting there, healing him while he's trying to fight for the lane. Fox and Venom are coming behind. This is just the entire game plan of Yeah We Lost forever, okay? This is all they do. This is all they do. They wrap around the map and try to squeeze you. So Citadel goes for Gambit ult to try to run them over on their hit. They kill the Fox because the Fox TP's in. Jeff has to ult to live. They kill the Venom though. Phoenix is 1 point. Phoenix dead. And then Elsa just again kills Speed because that character is broken. Not Speed's fault. Yeah, like pressing tab, look at this. Jetward has 17 deaths right now. 19-17. But 13 finals. He legit, his whole plan, run in, kill one, and then get back. Because Yeah We Lost just wants to play for tempo. And Jetward is a very good tempo player. Alright, so they hit the carts. They go for Elsa ults. Spark misses grab. We kill Elsa in the back line. And then Venom chomps. So this fight kind of devolves into like ult slap too. I could try to break this one down a little bit more though. I'm going to slow it down. Okay. Actually, let's go 0.5. Let's go 0.5. Okay. So at the start of this fight, Deadpool is behind. He's going to be squeezing them. Venom slams the cart to like engage the fight, let his team walk out. Alright, he tendrils because he wants to look for ult. He fucks up the tendrils, so he's going to like chill out for a little bit. He swings into backline. So Yeah We Lost goes for Elsa ult while the Venom is swinging in, just taking aggro and wants to find a kill with Elsa ult. They missed the Elsa ult, unfortunate. Spark goes for Grav, it gets blocked by Invis shield, that unlucky, it happens. Nero pops Fox ult because they're hitting the backline really hard. There's an Elsa in backline, there's a Fox, Venom, and Deadpool's coming from behind. So Nero just wants to like make sure that they win this fight. If they win this fight, they cap. So he rips Fox ult. They kill the Elsa. That's good. Polly goes for Deadpool ult on the Fox that's super low. Venom slams in. He has to ult and chomp. He was 1 HP. He had to ult, otherwise he was going to die. This Fox dashes in to try to like sustain herself with melee. She's not able to, she dies. Spark is still trying to fight this front line and holding these two people off, trying to stop them from like helping the team in the back line. Phoenix's 1 has to rip ult. Deadpool's still in the back line. Energy dashes in, I think on accident. He was trying to like get a shotgun to kill the Deadpool. But now Jetward's back to full HP and the map has been basically stabilized. And that means like Citadel's playing on this side. Yeah We Lost is playing on this side. It's neutral, it's even. Okay. Citadel has the tempo right now because these people are low, they need to back up. So Citadel needs to like press their advantage, walk forward and stuff them. They're not doing that because they're scared of the Phoenix behind. So we're walking up a bit more now, but we decide that this Phoenix behind is more important than locking the people in this room. I think it could honestly go either way. Getting this pick is really good. Because you're just taking a fight 6v5 instead. But also locking people in this room and not letting them out is like the best way that you're able to win point. And I think even if the Phoenix is behind pressuring your backline a bit, no disrespect, but it's Jitward on Phoenix. I'm not super scared of this guy like randomly 2-tapping a support. No disrespect. He farms on Spider-Man and DD and DPS pool, but I don't think he's going to be 2-tapping supports in the backline as Phoenix. So I think locking this space and trying to make it hard for them to walk out is a bit more important. But they decide to go kill the Phoenix. So that's what they do. They walk back, they kill Phoenix. Okay. Now the fight is a 6v5, but they let them out. So now they're out. Now I can speed this back up. Okay. So they break out, and they have ults. They go with Fox ult. That is a huge Elsa ult. It grabs the Fox ult, grabs the Venom. We killed the Fox. Spark is trying to stuff stuff with walls. Venom's dead. Jitward's back fast. Jitward's dead. Speedily is dead again to the broken Elsa character. And they aren't able to win. So even though they, hold on. Okay. So, Mask rips a Deadpool ult to stall the cart. We never killed this Invis on the side. Fox TP's back from spawn. Xantho gets ult, rips it on cart. And now they're back fast. Now there's 5 people from YWL Lost back. Jitward kills fucking Energy. Jitward kills the Gambit. They kill the Fox. They kill the Groot. And somehow, YWL Lost wins the fight. Somehow. All because they left the Invis alive over here on the side. She was 90 to ult. They didn't kill. She got it. She ripped it on point. They let them stall. Alright, so now again, look at YWL Lost, how they're set up. They're set up here, 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 and here. As soon as Citadel walks out, they want to hit them and just blow them up. This is a really good rotation from Citadel. They hug this wall and they just instantly get into the closest, like, inside space they can. Because it's way easier to dive in the open than it is to dive in a room. So instantly, like, Spark throws up walls to stop their dive. He fucks up the Venom Slam, which is huge. All of Citadel gets into this room. Amazing rotate. It's beautiful. Because if they walked this way, if they just, like, you know, if this is ranked, brain off, you just walk down main, they're going to explode on this hit. Like, all 6 people from YWL Lost are going to look at the backline, Venom's going to slam, and by the time his slam animation is done, 2 people are dead. Exploded. But yeah, this is a really good rotation for Citadel. And then because they have the tempo, they just rip the Gambit ult. And so now they're going to run to cart. And they're basically just trying to hold them off of cart. Polly extends a bit hard. I think Polly was on, like, a different page. I think he was expecting to have a couple other people up with him, like, trying to hold this core back. But everyone else just ran to cart to, like, try to bunker around it. So Polly ends up getting caught out. Unlucky. He dies. They kill Jitward, though. And the map is flipped. Elsa's the biggest threat. Just grab her. She's fucking dead. Alright. They're down 2. They're down both DPS. We need to clean this fight up fast. But it's Deadpool and Fox on point. Fox's melee form, just not possible. They even commit the Deadpool. I don't think they needed that at all. But, yeah. Fox in melee form has insane sustain. It's disgusting, really. They need to nerf it. But yeah. Alright, so now Spark gets off the Groot. He goes Venom because he wants to force the cart. Basically, Spark wants to find his way to cart and force 1 or 2 people to walk back so that they don't cap. How can Elsa be the biggest threat when Jitward's in the lobby? Because Jitward was dead already, actually. That's the only reason. He was already dead. He was coming back. Coming back fast. Yeah, so Spark goes to Venom because he wants to force the cart, force 2 people from YWL Lost to come back and clear him off, and that gives his team a 5v4 to, like, walk up and take space. And it just breaks YWL Lost setup. It's the whole reason he went Venom here. So you're gonna see him. He's ignoring everybody. He could go for a hit, try to kill a support, whatever. Nope. Fuck it. I'm going cart. He's gonna force cart. So YWL Lost goes for a hit. But look at the payload. Look at the payload. So now 3 people have to come back for Spark. They were able to, on this hit, they killed Nero. And then they go for Elsa. Deadpool's low. He gets out. But it fully breaks their setup, right? So even though they still go for the hit and they get one, their setup is completely broken. They're able to equalize the fight by killing this Elsa, and then Spark gets out. Deadpool's still in, Deadpool's dead. So now YWL is down 2. Citadel is down 1. So they're going to walk up and try to take the space. Spark is going to do the same thing, go force cart. Jitward's looking for a kill. Jitward's dead. And now they're not too worried about this Fox behind because it's just the Fox. But then Fox kills Cooper. Because Fox is fucking broken. So even Xantho is like wrapping behind. But now the Fox is like stuck in and she's dead. So Nero goes with ult to try to like stabilize because they're down to support. They look for Elsa ult, they kill 1. They kill the Elsa 2. Ollie rips and ults. And yeah, we lost are just trying to stall with whatever they got. So they're stalling with Venom, they're stalling with Fox ult. Jitward's back fast, Jitward's dead. And okay. Citadel caps. W. Alright, so if we pause here, Jitward is 23 and 22, Zatex is 43 and 18, and Kendrick is 29 and 15. So they are legit running it down. But it's working because they're permanently keeping tempo. And they're making Citadel's life hard. It is still for 4 minutes, exactly. All on tempo. All on tempo. Alright, so now Spark is going to set up because his team's already on cart, so there's no reason for him to be like forcing cart. That's not a thing anymore because the team is playing around cart. So Spark is going to try to hold backline. So he wants to find like he wants to find their supports, and he just wants to sit on their supports and make their life hard. All of Yabi Lost is going to rotate through this right room and then develop from here. They can walk out this left side here, they can walk out main, or they can walk out this right side. So this is just like their default for taking map space. So they walk out, they use their abilities to like break out. Citadel goes with Gambit ult, and they just blow them up with Gambit Venom ult. They kill like 3 people off that hit,
Only 60 seconds left.
and then they just clean it up. Beautiful from Citadel. But Yabi Lost is still just playing for time, right? They're playing for time. Citadel's down to 50 seconds, and they need to win at least one more fight. One fight plus the recontest here, because Yabi Lost has infinite things to come back fast. So again, they're going to develop from this top right side, because they can like walk from anywhere after they have it. Spark is in here. Speedily goes for a hit with Spark. It kind of gets fucked up, because they split super fast. They're able to kill the Elsa, but then Speed is going to die after. And then this whole time, they're forcing cart, stopping cart. Mask is dead. They're just trying to like find 1v1s, make it chaotic in the back line, and stall the cart. Energy ults someone off the map. They're cleaning up cart. Zatex kills energy. They're in the back line. That's definitely an overcommit with the Elsa ult. Should have held that, but that's okay. It forces out the Fox ult, and these people are still living, by the way, because of this stupid fucking Fox melee. Look at this. This is disgusting. Look at this white Fox.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
There's a Venom and an ulting Fox on her. She has no outside healing. This is all her. She's just living, and then she gets her TP back. She gets killed in the room, thank God. But oh my God, Fox melee is gross. Okay. So Jitward hits the random swap to the tank pool, because Mask goes cap. They want another support ult. And again, it's chaotic. They get the cap ult. Now they have ult advantage. Citadel doesn't have ult yet. They're close to Gambit ult. They need to keep their Gambit alive. I'm assuming that's who they ulted back here. Yeah, they're just trying to kill the Gambit, They get Gambit ult. Alright. Now Citadel can win. But they're just running down this Gambit. 4 people are running this Gambit down, trying to kill him out of his ult. Spark is trying to help him. He just rips ult, trying to like help him live. Cooper is legit fighting World War III, trying to live in his Gambit ult. He can't, man. He can't. Like, he is getting fucked by 4 people in this room over and over. Poor guy. But the thing that YWL lost does so well is they just make it so chaotic. They make it confusing. They make it hard to know what's right and wrong to do because you can't communicate it with your team. It has to all be on you. And so if your team is super coordinated, it's good. Because you're able to, like, you're on the same page without having to talk about it too much. But if you're on a team that's not super coordinated, you're not able to talk about it, you're on different pages, you're separated, and YWL just picks you off. And so they made it super complicated, this fight. And they just stalled with ults. They played for time. They killed Cooper out of his ult. And then they were just able to win.
Final score 2-2.
And so even though Jitward is 28 and 24, and Zatex has 21 deaths, Kendrick has 17 deaths, the stat board looks like Citadel should win. But YWL Lost just plays their style so well. That's why they're third in the region. They make it confusing, they make it hard to know what's right and wrong, and they play tempo super well. So yeah, that is how YWL Lost beat Citadel.